Good morning to all of you. I welcomes to all in our lecture series on mathematical physics. The topic is Fourier series and this is our lecture number 22. Lecture number 22. In our last class we have been discussed about integration of Fourier series and we done a problem, this one. Then I given one question that you have to do by yourself. That question is this one. Today class we are going to discuss this question and another important topic, that is Parseval's identity. So let's start. First we have to discuss these questions, whatever I given in the last class, then we have to go for the Parseval's identity. The last class question was, if function fx will be equal to 0 in between minus pi to 0 and x in between 0 to pi, then find out the Fourier series of fx in minus pi to pi, then integrate term by term of the Fourier series in between that range minus pi to pi. I also written the answers. May you can match, if you done, you can match these two answers. So now here we are going to be solve this question step by step. Carefully you have to watch. In general we know that the Fourier series of a function is fx equal to a0 by 2 plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx summation over plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx. Okay. Actually it was n pi x by l sin n pi x by l, but here l is nothing but pi, so it will be cos nx and it will be sin nx. Okay. A0, the Fourier coefficient A0 is nothing but 1 by pi minus pi to pi fx dx. So if we have to find out the A0 for this function, then it will be 1 by pi minus pi to 0 fx dx plus 0 to pi fx dx. Minus pi to 0, the function value is equal to 0 and 0 to pi is equal to x. So we have to put, that is minus pi to 0 it will be 0 and 0 to pi the function value is x dx. Hence a0 will be equal to integration of x will be x square by 2 limit 0 to pi and we are going to get pi by 2. Hence a0 we found pi by 2. Then an is nothing but an is equal to how much? 1 by l minus l to l fx cos nx dx. But this function have different value in different limits. So here l is nothing but pi. Okay, so 1 by pi minus pi to 0 fx dx we can write, because minus pi to 0 function value is 0 and 0 to pi the function value is x. So with segregate I have been written that minus pi to 0 fx cos nx dx, 0 to pi fx cos nx dx, this fx will be 0, this will be 0 to pi x cos nx dx. By integrating this one by using by parts or Kronecker delta, this is gx, this is phi x, so it will be gx into integration of this one, integration of cos nx will be sin nx by n plus minus g dash x, minus g dash x will be how much? 1 and integration of this one will be minus cos nx by n square. Already minus will be there, so it will be plus cos nx by n square. Either you can use by parts for this integration or you can use Kronecker delta method. I suggest that you have to always use the Kronecker delta method, because whenever the power of the x will be increased, the Kronecker delta method will be helps you much as compared with by parts. So here it will be 1 by pi x sin nx by n plus cos nx by n square 0 to pi, and by putting the limit, then we are going to get, here we have to put pi, it will be pi sin n pi by n minus, by substituting 0 it will be 0, then substituting pi over here it will be cos n pi by n square minus 1 by, then 0 we have to put, means it will be cos 0 will be 1 by n square, so minus 1 by n square. Hence an we got 1 by pi minus 1 to the power 1 n, because this term will be 0, because sine of n pi will be 0, so this term will be 0. And if we have to write this term, this cos n pi, we know that minus 1 to the power n and minus 1 by n square. Okay, so an we found this much. Now we have to find out the bn value. Bn we know that is bn is nothing but 1 by L minus L to L fx into sin nx. Actually n pi x by L. So here L is nothing but pi. So bn will be how much? That will be 1 by L minus L to L fx sin nx. But fx value will be different in the different limit. Only for that I have been written this one with a segregate of the limit. Then it will be 1 by pi, because here 1 by L is nothing but pi, 1 by pi minus pi to 0 fx dx, fx sin nx dx plus 0 to pi fx sin nx dx. Here fx from minus pi to 0 will be 0, so hence this term will be 0. Then this term we have to write, instead of fx it will be x, because 0 to pi fx value is x, so 0 to pi x sin nx dx. And by integrating this one we are going to get this one. By Kronecker delta, if we are going to use, then this will be gx and this will be phi x. So this gx means gx integration of this one will be cos nx by n, then minus minus g dash x will be 1, and then integration of this one means minus cos nx, integration of minus cos nx will be sin nx by n square minus sin nx by n square, and here will be another minus those, so that it will plus sin nx by n square 0 to pi is the limit. Again I suggest you go for the Kronecker delta method of integration, what we have been discussed in our previous video. So here 1 by pi we have to put the limit, it will be pi. If we have to put over here, it will be minus pi cos n pi by n, and we have to put the 0 means 0. Then this term, if we have to put pi or 0 for n pi, n will be 0, sin 0 also 0, so this term will be 0. Then we are going to found 1 by pi minus pi cos n pi by n. Here pi got cancelled, minus cos n pi is nothing but minus 1 to the power n. Here another minus is there, so it will be minus 1 to the power n plus 1 by n. So bn we found is this much. So now the Fourier series, hence the Fourier series of the fx will be how much we are going to get? We have to just put the values here. A0 by 2, previously we found in the last page, you can refer the video, that A0 is pi by 2, yes, pi by 2, so it will be A0 by 2 means pi by 2 by 2 plus an is this much, an is this one, that is minus 1 to the power n minus 1 by pi n square into cos nx, summation over n equal to 1 to infinity, summation over n equal to 1 to infinity. Bn, this is bn is minus 1 to the power n plus 1 by n sin nx. So this is our required Fourier series. Now this function is continuous on minus pi to pi, so it can be integrated by term by term. Now integrating the above equation from minus pi to x, what we are going to get? We can get left hand side we are going to integrate minus pi to x fx dx, and this term is going to be integrate minus pi to pi. This term will pi by 4, pi by 2 by 2 will be pi by 4. So pi by 4 minus pi to x dx plus minus 1 to infinity. This is constant, can be taken outside from the integration, minus pi to x cos nx dx, then plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity. This is constant, can be taken outside the integration, integration over minus pi to x sin nx dx. Now we have to integrate this one. This one it will be x limit minus pi to x, and this one this term you consider this one. So this one is n equal to 1 to infinity, and minus 1 to the power n minus 1 by pi n square, integration of cos nx will be sin nx by n, limit from minus pi to x, plus if we have to consider this term, then it will be minus 1 to the power n plus 1, and integration of this one sin nx will be minus cos nx by n minus pi to x is the limit. Okay, so here by considering the upper and lower limit, it will be pi by 4 into x plus pi plus 1 to infinity, summation over 1 to infinity. This is minus 1 to the power n minus 1 by pi n square, this much here, and if we have to put the limit, this is x will be here, sin nx by n. If we have to put pi, we know that all pi, sin all pi will be 0, the second term will be 0. Now we consider this one, so it will be minus 1 to the power n plus 1, minus 1 to the power n plus 1 by n, minus 1 to the power n plus 1 by n. You have to put the limit, first put x, so it will be minus cos nx by n minus, here minus is there, plus cos n minus pi. Cos n minus pi will be cos n pi, because cos is a even function, so cos n pi by n. Okay, so that implies minus pi to x, integration of minus pi to x fx dx will be equal to how much? This will be pi x by 4, pi x by 4, then second term will be pi square by 4, pi square by 4 plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity, minus 1 to the power n minus 1 whole divided pi n q. Here n is there, here n square, n cube sin nx, and here n can be taken outside, and it will be n square minus 1 to the power n plus 1 by n square, and cos nx minus cos nx plus, here cos n pi is nothing but minus 1 to the power n. So this answer I written initially whenever I given the question to you. Okay, so this is the value. Okay, so this is the integration value of the Fourier series of the function, this one. Okay, actually it is not proved. Sometimes in the question it will be asked that you have to prove this one, you have to prove this one, then you have to write proved. I written proved, not proof. This is the answer I written initially, this is not the proof. Okay, sometimes in the question it will be asked that you have to prove this much, so at that time you have to write the proof. Okay, so now we have to move to the new topic of the Fourier series, that is Parseval's identity. Parseval's identity, it is one type of you can say the statement that discovered or that is derived by Antoine Parseval, is a French mathematician, and by his named this identity or this equations named as Parseval's identity. Okay, it is a fundamental result on summability of Fourier series. So what he got that we are going to discuss, and by the name of his it is only said that Parseval's identity. So what is the statement of the Parseval's identity? According to Parseval's identity, if the Fourier series of the function fx converges uniformly in minus L to L, then sum of the squares of the Fourier coefficients are a0, an, bn, like that. a0, an, bn are the Fourier coefficients. So the sum of the squares of the Fourier coefficients of a function is equal to the integral of the square of the function. So here sum of the square of the Fourier coefficients. So a0 square plus an square summation over plus bn square. This is the sum of the square of the Fourier coefficients. And here also a0 square by 2 also. So here the right hand side indicates the sum of the square of the coefficients, Fourier coefficients. Left hand side shows that integration of square of the function, So this is the statement, whatever discovered by Parseval's, and by his name it is known as Parseval's identity. So this equation is called as the Parseval's identity. So this left hand side and right hand side, is it correct or not, that we have to be proof here. Okay, so here the general form of the Fourier series we know of a function, that in the interval minus L to L, in the general form Fourier series of a function in minus L to L is how much? Fx equal to a0 by 2 summation over n equal to 1 to infinity n cos n pi x by L plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n pi x by L. Let it is equation number 1. Now multiplying both the side of the equation number 1 by fx and integrating by term by terms from minus L to L, we get what we are going to do. We have to multiply fx both the side, left hand side and right hand side, and we have to integrate minus L to L. Left hand side we have to multiply fx, it will be fx square dx fx square, and we have to integrate minus L to L dx. Okay, is equal to a0 by 2 will be there, and we have to multiply fx, it will be fx, and integrating from minus L to L integration fx dx plus this term also we have to multiply fx and we integrate from minus L to L. So it will be 1 to infinity summation over 1 to infinity an minus L to L fx cos n pi x by L dx, and for this term we are going to do the same thing, that is summation over 1 to infinity bn into minus L to L fx sin n pi x by L dx. Let this is your equation number 2. Okay, now we know that a0 is equal to 1 by L minus L to L fx dx. So that implies minus L to L fx dx will be L a0. Let it is equation number 3. We know that an is nothing but 1 by L minus L to L fx cos n pi x by L dx. That implies minus L to L fx cos n pi x by L dx will be equal to L an. Let it is equation number 4. Likewise, bn we know that 1 by L minus L to L fx into sin n pi x by L dx. That implies minus L to L fx into sin n pi x by L dx will be equal to L bn. Let it is equation number 5. Now by using equation number 3, this is equation number 3, 4, 5 we have, and in equation number 2 we have to put just the value of equation number 3, 4, 5 in equation number 2. What we are going to get? See, the left hand side will be this much, it will be as such. Okay, minus L to L fx square dx. Now a0 by 2 will be there, minus L to L fx dx will be nothing but it will be L a0. See, it will be minus infinity L to L fx dx will be considered as L a0. So instead of minus L to L fx dx in equation number 2, instead of minus L to L fx dx, I have to put L a0. Similarly, in equation number 2, instead of this one, I have to write L an. So here in equation number 2, this will be considered as a0, L a0. This is nothing but L an. This will be nothing but L bn. Okay. So hence the equation number 2 will be this one. Okay, it will be minus L to L fx square dx, a0 by 2 will be initially it will be there, and the value of minus L to L here, minus L to L fx dx will be L a0. So it will be L a0. Likewise here, summation over n equal to 1 to infinity an into L an plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity bn into L bn. So that implies minus L to L fx square dx. This will be 1 by 2 L a square plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity L an square plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity L bn square. So L can be taken outside by common because it is a common factor for these three terms. So L whole bracket 1 by 2 a square plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity an square plus bn square. That implies it will be 1 by L. L can be taken, L can be divided over left hand side. So it will be 1 by L minus L to L fx square dx will be equal to 1 by 2 a0 square plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity an square plus bn square. Hence it is proved. Okay. So here we have been proved the so-called Parseval's identity of a function. Okay. Now we have to do a problem on the base of Parseval's identity. So the question is write Parseval's identity for the function fx equal to x in 0 to 2 using cosine series of fx. Okay. So here if we want to find out the cosine series of this function, then what we have to do? We have to transform this function to a even function in between minus 2 to 2. So if fx equal to x transform to even function, then bn will be equal to 0 and a0 an is going to be found out. So a0 will be minus L to L 1 by L minus L to L fx dx. So here L will be nothing but 2, 1 by 2 minus 2 to 2 x dx, and as we transform this one to the even function, so here x is considered as even. So we can write here 2 by 2 0 to 2. So minus 2 to 2 integration will be considered as 2 into minus 2 to 2. So 2 by 2 0 to 2 x dx. So that implies a0 will be equal to 2. Okay. Now then an will be equal to 1 by L minus L to L fx cos n pi x by L dx. Okay. So similarly as x has been considered as even, cos x we know that cos x will be even, so even into even, the whole function will be the even. So we can write 0 to 2, 2 into 0 to 2 x cos n pi x by 2 dx. So integrating of this one by considering Kronecker method, then it will be x into sin n pi x by 2, here gx, this was gx, and integration of this one cos n pi x by 2 by n pi by 2, and minus g dash x will be 1, and integration of this one, integration of this much value will be how much? This will be cos n pi x by 2 by n pi by 2 square, 0 to 2 will be the limit, and if we have to put 2 over here, then it will be n pi will be equal to 0. If we have to put 0 over here, then it will be 0. That means this term will be 0, this whole term will be 0 by considering the limit 2 and also 0. For 2, the limit, if we have considered the upper limit 2, this term will be 0. Considering 0, this term also will be 0. So hence this whole term will be 0, and if we have to put 2 over here, it will be cos n pi. Cos n pi, if we have to put 0, it will be cos 0 will be minus 1 by n pi by 2 square is equal to this 2 square will be 4 by n square pi square into cos n pi minus 1. Okay. Now Parseval's identity will be 1 by L minus L to L fx square dx is equal to a0 square by 2 plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity an square plus bn square. So that implies L is nothing but 2. 1 by 2 minus 2 to 2 fx square dx is equal to a0 we found how much, that is 2. So it will be a0 square by 2, this will be 2 square by 2 plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinite into 4 by see bn equal to 0. Here bn equal to 0, and we are going to consider this much. This is the value is an. So an square means 4 by n square pi square into cos n pi minus 1 whole square plus bn is 0, so it will be 0. So that implies 1 by 2 minus 2 to 2, here fx is nothing but x square dx equal to this will be 2 square by 2 means 2 plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity. This will be how much, 4 square will be 16 by n to the power 4 pi to the power 4 because the t square is there. So cos n pi minus 1 whole square. That implies 1 by 2 integration of this one will be x cube by 3 minus 2 to 2, it will be 2 plus summation over n equal to 1 to infinity 16 by n to the power 4 pi to the power 4 n to the power pi to the power 4 and into cos n pi minus 1 to the power n is equal to, if we have to consider this one, it will be 2q plus 2q, that means 16 by 2 will be 8 by 3, and this is 2 plus 16 summation over n equal to 1 to infinity 16 by n to the power 4 pi to the power 4 cos n pi minus 1 square. So the Parseval's identity of this function that is fx is equal to x which is exist in between 0 to 2 by considering its cosine series, the Parseval's identity will be this one. Okay. So I suggest that you have to write down your note, pause the video and you have to write down the note because notes are very much useful at the time of exam. Now another two questions I am going to give you today that you have to do by yourself. This is the question that find the Fourier expansion of fx equal to sin x in between 0 to pi. See, this is the half range series, that means you have to transform to one series. Here in the question it is given that in which series you have to transform or in which series you have to find out. Here fx equal to sin x, find out the Fourier expansion of this one in between 0 to pi in a Fourier cosine series. That means this fx has to be considered as a even function in between minus pi to pi. You have to find out the Fourier cosine series of this one which will be exist in between minus pi to pi. Then by using Parseval's identity you have to prove this one, that is 1 by 1 square into 3 square plus 1 by 3 square into 5 square plus 1 by 5 square into 7 square plus dot is equal to pi square minus 8 by 16. That you have to prove. Okay. Now next question is that by using Fourier series of the function fx equal to x, which is exist in between -1 to 1, prove that using Parseval's identity. Using Parseval's identity, prove that 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 9 plus ... is equal to pi square by 6. So do these problems, 2 problems by yourself. We have to discuss. We are going to discuss this these solutions of these 2 questions in our next class. So whatever we have been discussed about Parseval's identity and this question, you go through this thoroughly and try to do these 2 problems whatever I given, and we are going to discuss the solutions of these 2 questions in our next class. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.